Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Austin here, back with another Brawl Stars video. And as you can see by the title, I am going to be telling you guys what brawlers are the best for each and every game mode. We got two new ones this time, the Healing Winds and Gotta Go Fast. If you guys didn't know, in Masters, it is only Classic, so none of these modifiers apply. So I will be talking about the Classic mode as well. But before we get into it, I just wanted to say thank you guys for the support on all my recent videos. Keep hitting that sub button, keep hitting that like button, and keep commenting. I always comment back to you guys, so I really do appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get into it. So let's just talk about the Quickfire modifier. This one's pretty easy. We've all had it before. We kind of know the meta for it, but if you guys don't know, I'm going to tell you guys right now. So for the first brawler on this list, I'm going to go Otis. Otis can keep spamming his normal attack and at times silence you really quickly, and it doesn't matter what brawler you're using. So I think Otis is one of those top picks, sleeper picks too. So if you don't have Otis maxed out, I would definitely max him out for Quickfire, because like I said, you're hitting so many shots, you can silence your opponent, and they can't even do anything about it. They just kind of have to take it.
Hey yo, what the?
Next one on this list is going to be Leon. Leon's reload speed already is very, very good, and once you put Quickfire onto that, he just can keep going. There's like no recharge rate for him, especially in his hypercharge, so he can team wipe. If they're all spread out, he can definitely team wipe with his hypercharge. So Leon is on this list. My favorite is going to be Gale. Gale can completely spam his normal attack, and once you get your super, you could just blustery blow with that gadget, push them into an obstacle, and they're stunned. Or you could use the other one. The other one's actually pretty good as well, but I use blustery blow just because I'm used to it. But yeah, I think that Gale is the best pick in a lot of these. Gale is just really good because of his recent buff with the range. He just becomes ridiculous over time. So you will see a lot more of Gale, not just in this modifier. Next, I'm going to say Max. Max was good last time in Quickfire. He's really, really solid. There's nothing wrong with Max. He can help your team, support your team by getting your supers quickly, speed, and just all in all get out of the way of opponents trying to hit you, so they can't really get their Quickfire modifier activated, and you guys can, and just pretty much decimate a team. So Max is on this list. Jean is next on this list. This is a great one because over time, Jean can just pull your opponents in, and if you have a Frank, you could just completely obliterate somebody. And not only that, you shoot with Jean and she shoots like 5, but even if one of those 5 hit, your Quickfire will proc and you'll reload your speed really, really quickly. So for that, Jean has to be on this list. It's S tier brawler for Quickfire. Last one on this list, I hope you guys didn't think I'd leave him out. Rico. Rico has a ton of good maps, especially right now in ranked. Has a ton of good maps that you can bounce and ricochet his normal attack off of walls, and it's absurd. So go with Rico, especially with this hypercharge. You can wipe a team really, really easily. And let's move on to the next modifier. The next modifier I want to talk about is the Gotta Go Fast modifier. So with this, everything is halved, if you don't know. So the whole game is halved. And I believe in Gem Grab, they're either 5 gems or they double. I haven't really played Gem Grab with this modifier. I've played Brawl Ball. It's 1 goal, no matter what. I've played Knockout, and it's just 1 round. That's it. So my advice and my best advice is to play brawlers that get their hypercharge fast, and they have a good gadget that you can spam. I know you usually want to like not spam it so you could have it the entire game, but it's not worth it. In Bounty, it's like 10 stars instead of 20. It's really, really no room for error. So for this, I would say Frank is really good, especially in Brawl Ball. You can knock that whole wall down, and then your teammate can score, or you can score, and the game's over. It's just 1. It doesn't matter if the whole arena is going to be busted up by Colt or Dynamite. As long as you get that first score before they get all that, it's over. Piper is another one, especially in Bounty. You could jump on somebody and jump out with the hypercharge, which is really, really good. And then my favorite is Buzz. You could constantly get your super, and you can get your super right off the bat and just go straight at somebody, and they can't really do anything about it because they're not going to have their super, and especially in Brawl Ball, you're going to need it. So those are my favorite brawlers for Gotta Go Fast modifier. As you're seeing in the background, I am playing some ranked. I wanted to play some ranked, but I'm so sorry that I didn't get the gameplay for each and every brawler. They just are not ranked up. For example, my Max is not ranked up to even power 2, I don't think. I think he's still power 1. And the last and final modifier that we are talking about, other than the classic mode, is going to be healing winds. As you can see by the name, yes, healers are going to be great for this. I think Barry is good. Barry can keep your team alive. He heals, I believe, 868 or something like that with this modifier. So over time, you will continue to just support as Barry and keep your team alive. And not only that, Byron is a very great option as well. A good damage dealer, good range, and I believe when he pops his super, it does around 4,000 health for your team. So that's always great. I think Barry and Byron are great. Poco, again, Poco's good. I wouldn't advise taking Poco, really. He's good for his healing aspect, but other than that, his range is kind of lackluster. But the other healer, Pam is good. With the mythic gear, Pam is solid, can heal almost their entire health, depending on what brawler you're playing, and just run it up, honestly. So with that, I think Barry, Byron, Poco, Pam, any of the healers are really good. Even Barley's good. He has his gadget that heals people, and especially with the addition of his hypercharge, he is very much in the meta right now. So I definitely would say Barley is great. I should have put him in my max out, but Barley is great. Last and finally on this list is Masters. So when you get to Masters, it's only classic, like I said earlier in the video. And the best brawlers for this are going to be Meg, Frank, Barry. You can just continue, like I said before, for the healing wins. You can just chain your super, keep your teammates alive. You should never really die in the healing wins or classic game mode as Barry if you're kind of playing them right. So that, Surge and Clancy, those go hand in hand. They both ramp up. Clancy isn't good at first. Obviously, if you didn't see my other video, go ahead and check that out. But Clancy is not good as bronze. But once you get him to silver, he gets a lot better. And then when he's gold, he's ridiculous. He's absurd. So with that, I would say Clancy. Surge, on the other hand, can jump over walls and kind of knock the ball out of people's hands and do a decent amount of damage, especially when ramped up. He can be very fast and do tons of damage. So he is on this list as well. And then obviously, Gale. Gale, there's no other explanation. I already told you Gale would be on this list. You could pick Gale for every single game mode, honestly. But the two that he excels in are going to be classic mode and Quickfire. Quickfire, you should ban him, honestly. That's how good he is. But that has been the video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I'm sorry that the gameplay isn't showing what brawlers that I'm talking about, but I wanted a video out. Thank you guys, and have a good day.